So this is a little recording on the Nafi PARROTS new software update for the FreeFlight 6. The latest update, which came out I think on the 27th of August 2018. Anyway, so what's different about the updates? I mean, they've done some really good updates. They've been listening to the feedback and implementing a lot of things that the users wanted to have in the new application. You must update the joystick, that's the RC controller, and the drone in order for the app to actually take place and see the changes within the app. What you might notice is that you have the option to record in 2.7K, which is a new feature, and that you can record in 24p or 30p or 4K, which is pretty good. Actually, I haven't tried to see if you can record at 60 frames per second at 2.7K. That would be quite interesting, because you can't do 60 in 4K. But you have the options to record in P-Log, and they got this new button as well, which is called within the natural. You can adjust the saturation, contrast, and sharpness, which, if you feel that the auto levels are maybe too green or too blue, or oversaturated or crushed, or too soft in the shot, you can make those changes within the app now. So that's a big update as well, and you can reset them with a reset button. Looking at the other features which they've added to the software, they have an AE lock. That's the exposure lock. So you can actually lock the exposure in, so it won't change exposure when you're flying about in the sky, looking up at the sky and then looking down at the ground. That's a very useful feature. And also, they always had the access to the manual features, in terms of you can turn off the auto and access the shutter speed and the film speed, white balance and Evo at the same time. So which is good. It's just giving you a lot more control. If you're more of a professional photographer or videographer, you can set the settings to how you like it, based on the conditions of what you're flying in on the day. So that's another big thumbs up for Parrot. I think they've done a brilliant job there. As you can see, I've just gone into exposure. This is something which was there before, so it's nothing really new in that kind of sense. But it's a feature which I think is very good anyway. If you want to get that very smooth shutter speed, and if you put a couple of ND filters on, and get rid of that kind of juddery kind of motion which you tend to get when doing a yaw and so to speak. You can set your ISO to 100 and use the combination of the filters to kind of counterbalance the lighting, and also you can use the white balance as well, or to do a color balance for your image at the same time. We're going to look at some other features, new features. I think the biggest, the main feature, I would say, that they did as an upgrade, which everybody asked for, which was, I think, the best thing they could have done. I mean, they got, as well as this, they got bracketing mode. So if you're taking a photograph, it will take it 2 stops, 3 stops under and above, in terms of exposure. It's almost kind of like a high dynamic range. All the other things which have always been there as well, in terms of how long does a picture take after you've taken a picture, how long does it, after you press the shutter, how long does it take the picture afterwards. I set mine to 3 seconds. You can set it to 5 or 10. Hyperlapse, that's something which was in the old app, so it's nothing changed there. And anti-flickering as well, that's, if you live in the EU, or you live in somewhere like America, they have a different flicker rate for the light sources, which can interfere with it. But this is the biggest update for the app. It's the return to home setting, which could be set way up to 100 meters. So that's a major upgrade. Everybody asks for that. You wouldn't want to be coming back at 30 meters. You can fly back above 30 meters, but you have to be in a position of a higher elevation to do that. If you're at a lower elevation, it would fly up to 30 meters, which is not a good thing. Glad they updated that. It just shows that they're listening and they're making changes to suit the customers and the users' needs, and I hope to see a lot more changes in the future to improve the actual application. There are a few more other upgrades in there, the app, which I haven't really explored. But that's majority of the main apps updates, which I'm showing you in the videos. Oh yeah, also within the library now, you can actually download from your drone into your phone directly. Before it was a problem. It worked on a few devices. A very few. Majority of devices, smartphone devices, it did not work with. Luckily it worked with one of my Sony phones, but it didn't work on this phone, which I'm using here to show the video on. And then this is a Samsung S9 Plus. The app was very stable on this device. I never had a problem with the app, to be quite honest. But like I said, I couldn't download or delete images or on the device. It had to be connected to the computer directly. Some people, really wanted this function because, for instance, if they're doing something with a client and they want to show the footage kind of immediately, they would like to download it to the phone and play it back so they can show what the shot looks like immediately without connecting up to a computer and stuff like that. So that's another update. It was basically a bug fix, you might as well say. I would say that's really the main things which have changed on the application. If there are any more things, please post them in the comment section, and I will be posting more videos on the Parrot Navi, doing some tests. I want to test the return to home height, which is going to be really interesting, and I want to do some tests with the 2.7K and see what functions I can utilize using that footage, whether the zoom is a lot better or the same, as well as checking out the different color profiles using that format as well. So that's the FreeFlight 6 app for the Parrot Navi, the latest update. Not much people have been talking about it because of a couple of new drones have come out and everybody's just gone unboxing crazy, there's like a unboxing epidemic, and a lot of the same videos being put up. So hopefully this is a bit different and refreshing, especially to those people who fly the Parrot and Afi. Thanks very much. Like and subscribe.